What are you looking for in a man?
What I'm looking for in a man, like, you gotta have a passport, preferably no kids, or at least kids that's grown. I would want them to make more money than me,
Why?
and I would want them to, that's where it gets hard for me. It's probably won't have no nigga,
But why
because
you
I
gotta
want them to
make
make, if not more, the same.
But you said
I don't
money.
need a bank statement, nigga. But like, we need to be able to go to the places I want to eat. We need to do the shit I want to do. Take a
Let me tell you,
vacation. But let's
yes.
be real. To make $500,000 a year is not crazy. That's achievable, especially in this year. Like, if you got some drive and some hustle, you can make that.
You're around a lot of quality people, so what you're saying, yeah.
$40,000 a month is not easy to make.
It's achievable.
All right, so listen.
On a percentile, how achievable is it out of 100%?
Out of 100%, which is everybody.
Yes.
I mean, honestly, probably like 7% of people can achieve that. Honestly, maybe 10.
Less than one.
It's about yes.
Less than 1%. It's like less than 1% the people that's billionaires. How is that the same people that can make 500,000?
You talking about drug
You're talking about criminals, Donna.
I'm talking about niggas that's getting money.
Yeah, criminals.
No, I'm not.
So we add drug dealers.
Think about it. It's so many ways to
we
make
add
money.
drug dealers. It's 3%.
It's so.
I'm gonna just slap this on the screen, man. Less than 1% of Americans, less than 1%, make $500K a year. How do you see something that only less than 1% of people are doing in the country, and you think that you say out of your own mouth that that's easy? You say out of your own mouth that's easy. It's hilarious. Like, the delusion in a lot of women is like just immeasurable. It's like it's fascinating how unaware of the actual reality that is going on in the same country that these women lay their heads in. Like, they have no awareness of the reality for the average person. Fuck the average person. For damn near everybody in the country. They really don't have a clue. Now, this chick, she's she's from Black Ink. I don't remember her name, but trust, we about to pull some stuff. So boom, there you have it. Donna Lombardi from the Black Ink crew. $5 million is her net worth. So what she doesn't understand, you are in the 1%, right? You are in the 1%. The bar of what and this is the thing, like all chicks, like I mentioned in the economy video that I did recently, all chicks, no matter what the economy is, no matter what's going on outside, no matter how much famine is going on, they all want to do to make more than them. They don't care about the conditions of what's going on. They want what they want. They want a superior man. And when I say superior, somebody that is superior to them. So as far as making $500,000 a year, to her, that's reasonable. To her, in her mind, that is reasonable. But the thing about that, guys that are actually legit, not selling drugs, but making $500,000 a year. I've seen some of the stuff she's done on Black Ink and stuff like that, the cheating and all that shit. Why would any of the, even then, the dudes that you pulling is not like no supreme dudes or nothing like that. Why would one of these ballerific ass dudes want you? Like, I don't get it. I don't see it.
How many kids you got? You got
just one.
Just one? Mm-hmm. You lying?
No.
Girl, boy?
A girl.
How old?
7.
What's her name?
Adore.
Where her daddy at?
He not in the picture.
Right. Are we gonna keep it though?
Now, as commenting, you could pause and read some of the comments. A lot of the people on this clip were basically saying the dude was weird. He's a weirdo. It's suspect. He giving predator vibes. You know why he want to know the daughter age and stuff like that. It's very simple. The reason is, it's a couple reasons. Number one, the reason he was asking all those questions is to see if she was lying. The other thing about that is, it's possible that she got more than one kid, and more than one kid could have been a deal breaker for him, because this is an X or O show. Like, so she could have been hiding extra kids just so she could get past that part of the process and stuff like that. That's what could have been happening. It's a little game show, a little dating game show. So that could have been happening. But there is one comment from one chick that I am going to read. And before I get into that, the baby dad and his situation and position in everything, in your life and the kid's life, that's actually an important factor. But I don't think he was going that far in that, Because, you know, she might have multiple kids and that could signal at multiple baby dads as well. But listen, finna test out my new AI feature. Read that shit, bitch.
That man asked how many kids, sex, age and name. That's quite literally basic info. I've noticed that a lot of women will say that if a man wants to be with her, he has to accept her kids. Yet, at the same time, anytime that man shows genuine interests in being a part of the kid's life, or if he wants to create a foundation and structure around the mom and the kid, there seems to always be an issue. Now he's a weirdo or overstepping, doing too much. So is it that why all really are just looking for someone to take care of the financial burden of the kid, but why all want him to have zero say in the kid's life? I genuinely don't understand.
Now, this is the thing. I understand it may take time for a woman to say, okay, you know, he can meet my kids, my kids or whatever. He could be in the kids' lives or whatever. But I've been in personal situations where, like, the first time I link up, the kids is there. So I don't think it's something widespread to where most chicks are shielding their kids from different guys, especially in the culture we got out here and shit. So I think it's very weird to think that him asking questions is just predatory and they always assume the worst out of a man. It's very weird, especially when y'all out here looking for men to take care of y'all fucking kids.
If I was to ever hear a woman saying that she's going to go on a date with me and that she's going to go anywhere else besides hanging out with me afterwards, I'm not going on the date. Because I've had girls do that. Oh yeah, we can go hang out and go get some food together and then afterwards I'm going to go work or I'm going to go hang out with my friends. Nah, I'm good. What? Why? Well, because why would I spend time and money and focus and energy and hang out with you just for you to leave afterwards? I'm not getting anything. No, that's not. You just revealed to me is that you just wanted a free dinner.
I'm gonna keep it a bean with you. He just wanna fuck. Next video. I'm not unpacking this shit.
Would I date a black guy? Well, can we take a minute to first address the fact that shouldn't we be looking at someone's character, not their color? Hello, can we just clear that up real quick? Okay, want to re-ask me that question?
This is by far one of the dumbest fucking responses I ever seen to that question. By far one of the dumbest. And I looked at her profile and shit like that, and yeah, the mass, you don't really be around too many black people, you don't fuck with too many black people, and you mix. So, you know, you came up around the white culture and stuff like that, and that's just what it is. And I'm not trying to diminish her blackness or nothing like that, but when you say, when a nigga asks you a question, like, would you date a black guy? And you get in your fucking Martin Luther King bag, you can't just say no, or I would consider it, or I'm not attracted to it. I could accept all that shit. But you say some dumb shit like we should be looking at a guy's character. Y'all don't even date niggas off of character. Y'all don't date men off of character. What the fuck are we talking about? Stop this Martin Luther King talking point bullshit. Don't nobody, as far as women, you don't have an obligation to like black men, white men. I'm not no Dr. Umar fucking, you gotta date within your race. I'm not that. So if you don't want to date black men, that's cool. But women do not date men for their fucking character at all, man. That's the whole, like, I don't know what you call it, trope or whatever, the whole lore or whatever behind the nice guy shit and the bad boy shit. Like, bruh, in another video that either comes out before this or after this, I'm not sure when it's going to come out. The chick said that the dude was doing her super dirty. He was cheating with all her friends and he was beating on her. But guess what? She stayed and he had to leave her. She wasn't going to leave his cat. But the meat is what made her stay. The sex. So with that being said, like, that's the type of stuff going on out here. Like, y'all not attracted to no dude because of his virtue and shit like that. Fuck out. Like, what is we talking about, bro? If I go and look, just look at the last guys that she dated, I don't even got to hear her open her mouth, bro. I can give you some insight on why she dated him just by looking at him. And even then, there are a lot of people who date based on race or have physical attraction based on race. So what? So what? We got to look at character because you don't want to date niggas? Even though there's other women out there who are like white dudes call them mud sharks and shit like that, all types of shit. Like, you know, you those women, they got to start looking at character. Black women will say stuff like, "Oh, these chicks who fetishize black men, they really just want black sex. They don't want to be with black people and stuff like that. But they like black men just the same, and they won't date no other race." So it's possible in America and all around the planet for people to date based on race and for people to be attracted or repelled based on race. For you to act oblivious to that as a black person, you're a fucking dweeb. I'll just keep it a whole being. You're a dweeb. And to not answer that because you don't want to lose TikTok fans or you don't know a better way to answer it. To answer that with that politically, that poor media trained ass answer. Instead of standing on your square and saying, you know what? I've dated multiple black dudes in the past, or you know what? I would give a black dude a chance, but I really haven't. Or just saying, I'm really into white guy. You couldn't keep it no type of 1,000. You couldn't keep it no type of honest or real. You couldn't keep it any type of way. You said some bullshit. So it is what it is, man. We done. I'm not breaking this shit down no more, man. Let me know your thoughts. I am gone.